Here we go then, everybody. Round 42 in the Championship is about to commence, and we are across Burnley versus Norwich. We've got one of the title challengers, unsurprisingly, in the Friday night football. It's been a brilliant three-game week, and in the title race, we've been changing hands more than the WWF belt in the late 1990s. Leeds are currently top, but we all know that if Burnley score themselves just 1 point tonight in this here game, they will reclaim top spot with 4 games to go. And it's over to Leeds, who face Preston, and Sheffield United, who face Plymouth tomorrow. Currently, Leeds 85, Burnley 85, but 9 back on the goal difference. Sheffield United 83. The Blades have lost both their games this 3-game week. We've had a win and a draw. For Burnley, we've had a draw and a win for Leeds. It is beautifully poised. Welcome, everybody. Excuse me, I just downed my coffee. I'm going to get through it. Don't worry, we're going to be okay. Why don't we go to the comments and say some wonderful, lovely hellos. People are saying they can't see me. I do not understand. Remove. Can you see me now? This is very, very interesting, isn't it? Why would you not be able to see me? I would have no possible clue about that. Let me know if you can see me. We have a big problem if you can't. Webcam. I'll tell you what, I'm going to flip from that camera to that camera, and hopefully it's going to catch me. Let me know if you can see me. This has never, ever happened on a stream before. Do let me know if we are looking good. Right, we are there, says Kieran. Let me just fix the lighting. How terribly strange that was. Sorry about that, guys. No idea what happened there. Right, sorry, you're going to see my filthy room behind me because I had all the Zoom sorted out. What an interesting way to start the stream. Let's fix the lighting first. How's that? That look all right? Should we zoom in, guys? Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, this is what we do before you join us. Do we pan across a little bit? How is that? Should we restart the stream, everybody? Welcome. I thought it was a brilliant intro as well, wasn't it? But there you go. Thank you, guys. I don't know what the hell was going on there with the picture. In the words of Chris O'Dowd in the IT crowd, have you tried turning it off and on again? Apologies to any Irish listeners there for that accent, but I think we are all good and ready to go here. Shall we try and say some hellos? There we go. Jeff, Ian, lost the webcam. I think we're good now, aren't we? Paul, welcome. Fernie, Jamie, Neil, Blurred Crusade, Charlie, Planet Bull, Kieran, Ashley, Lee, Robert, Liam. Yay, Ben's back. We see you now. Sean, thank you, everybody. Well, that was a bit of a rogue start to the show, wasn't it? Do you know what? For me so professionally getting through that, I think I need to give myself a like spike. Everybody hit the like button. You've got 11 seconds while I recompose myself and think where we're supposed to be in this here very intro. Hit that like button. Go. Okay, so we are beautifully poised here with Burnley versus Norwich City tonight. Burnley looking to go back to the top of the Championship. Norwich themselves without arguably their best player and potentially the best striker in the Championship, Josh Sargent. He is on the bench. Why? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me if Johannes Hoth Torup explained this in the pre-match there. I don't know why you would have Josh Sargent and you would not play him unless he's not fit. But then why is he on the bench? I don't know. All very interesting to me. Norwich are in 11th. If they were to win, they would be 6 points off the playoffs. But do remember, ladies and gentlemen, Burnley are 100 years unbeaten and have kept 1,000 clean sheets this season. I jest. Burnley are 28 games unbeaten. And this would be clean sheet number 30 Unbelievable. Right. We are in here with some super chats. We've got a five super chat target, and I can already see two. Wonderful, wonderful. I can see three. Thank you, guys. Go get yourself a new webcam. That one's okay, I promise. We flip back to the one on the Mac, and we're back on the Logi HD 180 up there. I can't afford a new webcam, Lee, for goodness sake. But thank you for the super chat. That is one of five in our target. Dan, hype. I'm the hype man. Sorry, it looks like this is a nightmare stream. This already it looks like StreamYard's giving me grief as well. So apologies if we've got any pixelation in the picture. That should right itself. Hopefully nice and quickly. Dan, thank you so much. And Liam, do you know what, Liam? I guessed you were going to go for the Ashley Barnes derby tonight, but you've gone for the Robbie Brady derby. There you go, Liam. Thank you so much, guys. 3 of 5 super chats in our super chat target already. If anyone wants to throw the other 2 in. Oh, there we go. We're so close. Liking Trash, that's number 4. Liking Trash, to be fair, I think every stream we've done in the last few weeks, he's been on there with a super chat. Thank you so much, boss. Going to go, wait for, hold your horses on that prediction there. We'll go to them in just a second. But we are 4 for 5, and then I'll shut up about super chats. Greatly appreciated. I'll give you the normal spiel. This will always be absolutely free for you lot. However, it does really help if we can just get a few super chats just to pay the bills. My God, if we do need a new webcam, I don't want to buy a new webcam, for goodness sakes. Right, managing his minutes. Sargent. Really. Jeff, Norwich talked about managing Sargent's minutes. I mean, do you agree with me? I think Sargent gets in every championship team in the number 9 position. Get him on the pitch. That's what I say. But there you go. They know, the sports scientists, the boffins know better than me. Right. I still think we're struggling with connection here. So again, apologies if we are in any way pixelated here. It normally writes itself. That's a StreamYard issue. That's definitely not my webcam. Right, team news. Let's get into it right now. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing and who are your potential match winners. Here we go. Okie dokie. I think we are there. Are we 5 out of 5? Zippy Tuna, thank you so much. $2 on the super chat. No more super chats, guys, unless you really want to. We don't need them. Thank you ever so much. You Fab 5 there. That'll do us for tonight. Let me give them all a shout out. We've hit the super chat target within 9 minutes. Thank you to Lee, Dan, Liam, Liking Trash, and Zippy down there. Thank you so much, guys. It really helps at the moment. It's a tough old time money-wise here. I was going to say at Bloom Towers, Bloom Heights, Bloom 2 up, 2 down, whatever you want to call it. Right, let's get into the team news. Let me know who your match winners are, who you're looking forward to seeing playing. And the probably going to be in everybody's team of the season is James Trafford, potentially Burnley on for their 30th clean sheet of the season in goal there. And that brilliant Burnley defence, so stolid, is Pires and Roberts. They are the fullbacks with Egan Riley and Esteve at centre-back. How good have those 5 been this season? Absolutely incredible performance. 29 clean sheets. Marcus Edwards and Jaden Anthony are playing wide. Anthony having a good end to the season, isn't he? Good numbers from him in recent times. Centrally, we have Hannibal, Cullen and Brownhill a little bit further up. Josh Brownhill. I mean, Trafford takes all the headlines for Burnley, but Brownhill has 13 goals and 4 assists from his kind of advanced central midfield position there. Up top, Zian Fleming. How many has he scored this season? He double figures yet, Zian? Let me double check. The double figures, 9. If he scores tonight, he is on double figures for the Clarets. Let me know who you like in the Burnley team. On the bench for the Clarets: Sladkey, Worrell, Son, Barnes, Laurent, Bernal, Sarmiento, Koleosho, and Redmond. There you go. Redmond would have been another played for both, literally involved tonight. Right, for Norwich, you're going to have to help me out. Do you know, I'm a bit of a Championship lover, as you're probably very well aware if you're watching this channel. A couple of players I've never seen play tonight, I don't think, although you probably pick out a watch along where I have already seen them. But I can't remember seeing McConville or Wright yet. Angus Gunn, we've seen many times in goal, son of the great Norwich goalkeeper Brian Gunn. It says 3 at the back there for Norwich, but I'll wait for the hard cam to get a wide shot of the pitch and confirm that. Sørensen, who's really a midfielder by trade, Duffy and Cordoba. Fisher, that's been an excellent signing, hasn't it? Where was he, like Kings Lynn or something? Somewhere non-leaguey, wasn't he? He's playing down the left. And yeah, help me out. Rory McConville, who is 19, Northern Irish fullback. I promise I've never seen him play. Is he on loan from Brighton? Or is he on a permanent here? Looks like he's on a permanent at Norwich. Never seen him play. So let me know if you've got any info on him. I think Jacob Wright is an elite club loanee. Yes, indeed, from Manchester City. So I'm sure he knows his way around a football pitch. And he's partnered with Kenny McLean, who knows his way around the Championship. A veteran of many, many Championship games and a former teammate of the great Sam Parkin up at St Mirren. Sainz, fantastic, but no Sargent up there. Emi Marcondes looks like he's going to go down the middle according to the FootMob projection. And Anis Ben Slimane is going to play down the right. I'm sure we'll see Sargent at some point, but I mean, man, Norwich with Sargent, Norwich without Sargent. Maybe I'm labouring the point. I just think he's a brilliant player, Sargent, and I'm sure the Burnley centre-backs were fancying a clean sheet anyway, weren't they? However, yeah, when they see Sargent's not playing, I'm sure happy days. Oh, okay. McConville full debut. There you go. So none of you have seen him. Fisher's quality says Geronimos Beats. What a great name that is. Could see Norwich shaping up as a 3-5-2. Under 2.5 goals. You're sticking your neck out there with Burnley, aren't you? Delete Bilderberg. Permanent Wright is a loaner from Man City. Oh, they're so good, those blooming Man City and Liverpool loanees. If you can get your hands on one of those. Right. Bloomington Heights. Is that what we are going to call it? Happy days. Yeah. Guys, huge thank you again. We've hit the super chat target in 9 minutes. Another shout out to Lee, Dan, Liam, Liking Trash, and Zippy Tuna. Thank you so much for your support here on the channel. I've got to say, it's been a great week on the channel. Really, really good end of season. Everyone really engaged with the content. Lots of videos, lots of views and comments as well. Sky have actually got McConville at centre-back, Fisher at right wing-back, McLean, who'd be playing against Marcus Edwards, at left wing-back. We'll keep a look on that. I've got to say, Sky generally pretty good on the ground there at getting those right. And FootMob often just use an algorithm. So I'll probably go with the Sky guys on the ground down there. Right. Should we do predictions, guys? We are right up on kickoff. We're going to have to hammer through these. So get your predictions in. I might not be able to read them all out, but I'll certainly click them all up on the screen. Predictions go. You've got 24 seconds. I am faffing around like no one's business. Go. Predictions in the chat. Now, does anyone have Norwich winning this? Go. What What am I talking about? Does anyone have Norwich winning this? I bet there's going to be some Leeds fans and some Sheffield United fans who are going to be predicting with this rather than this, who are all going to predict a Norwich win, aren't they, here tonight at the Turf? Right, let's do this. Oh, let's say a massive thank you to Andy Bosch. Keep them coming with a super chat. Let's keep it going. Up the Rams. They are in fine form, aren't they? Right, let's hit the predictions. Here we go. 2-0 Burnley. I won't read your name, guys. I'll just stick the predictions up. 3-1 Burnley, 2-0 Burnley, 3-1 Burnley, 1-0 Burnley. There you go. Dow Sports Sheffield United. There we go. 2-0 Norwich. 0-0 Ewan. 2-1 Burnley, 1-0 Norwich, 1-0 Norwich, 2-1 Norwich. 0 0 1-1, 1-0 Burnley, 2-1 Norwich, 2-1 Norwich, 3-2 Norwich, 2-1 Burnley. I'm reading these all out. 2-0 Burnley, 1-0 Burnley, 1-0 Norwich, 2-0 Burnley, 3-0 Burnley, 2-1 Norwich, 2-1 Burnley, 5-0 Burnley. Burnley aren't going to score. No, we did Burnley once when they played Plymouth. It scored 5 by half time, didn't they? Lola, 2-0 Burnley. Right. Shall we get into this? We have already kicked off. It's been a tumultuous stream so far. The camera wasn't bloody working at the beginning, was it? We had some issues with StreamYard as well, but we are off and running. And Jaden Anthony is off and running into the penalty box, sticks it in, just behind Zian Fleming there. That would have been far too easy from a Norwich point of view. There's almost this case where you play Burnley this season where it's like you concede that first goal and you're like, nah, let's go home, everybody. You ain't scoring against Burnley this season, and they're 29 clean sheets. Foul on Hannibal. Free kick Burnley, who have started strongly in the first minute of this one. Anthony straight into the box. Did the cutback take a deflection? Because if it did, it's pretty unlucky. No, it didn't. It's quite poor from Duffy, isn't it? Shouldn't be allowing Fleming in front of him there, defender of Duffy's vast experience. But the Clarets striker got there out in front, didn't he? Where's my clock? There it is. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to do that. How's that? And then we do that. And I think we're all sorted. Right. What a nightmare. Free kick. Burnley. Left-hand side whipped across to nobody in particular. That's an appalling free kick by Burnley. And it's out for a goal kick. And Norwich will have the restart. Michael, I'm putting that in to wind up all the golf fans. He's playing golf in his picture. What are you doing, Michael? Saying the Masters is boring. I must admit, I don't know anything about golf. I'm a working class boy from Ipswich. No golf in my life, I'm afraid. But I know a lot of you love it. So enjoy it if you are watching the golf at the moment. Here comes Perez for Burnley. Cross comes in. Another overhit one. Edwards coming in on the far side. Anthony stuck his right foot through that. Put too much on it. All Burnley so far. Song of the day suggestion. Song of the day. I mean, Bright Eyes by Art Garfunkel came up in mine and Mikey's Premier League predictions. Song of the day. Ooh, they've given it away playing out Norwich, have they? No. Brownhill commits the foul. Nearly got caught out there, Norwich. Let's have a look. Gunn knocks it into feet. Yeah, it looks like a foul by Brownhill on Kenny McLean. I took the ball, ref, and the man. Right, dad joke here from Dan. I'll put it up on the screen. I'm not reading it. Saints, nice little back heel. I mean, you'll take that. Most away sides going to Burnley this season. They were in the penalty box there. A touch in the penalty box. Blondie's drummer died this week. Okay, so song of the day. Pick a Blondie song. Oh, your hair is beautiful. Tonight. Bow, 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 bow. Atomic. Great tune. Love me some Blondie. Bam, 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 boom, scats, scats. Yeah, Clem Burke, what a drummer, hey. That's song of the day then. Atomic by Blondie. Although, would you believe? I'll get onto the game in a second. What were we playing, Enid? We played Enid. What does she like? She likes I Love You, Always, Forever. And then on shuffle, it went to Atomic Kitten. The tide is high and I'm whole. Pretty good cover, actually, of the Blondie. No, the Blondie one was a cover anyway, wasn't it? But yeah, good tune there. Oh, nice switch of play. Here come Norwich down the right. Oh, little knock inside into the box. Marconde's shot deflected. Corner to Norwich. Someone tell me in the chat, was The Tide is High by Blondie in the did Blondie cover it? Is Atomic Kittens a cover of a cover? I've got to say, a decent version, that. Nicely different as well. Why do we bring up Blondie, Jamie? Because the drummer, sadly, Clem Burke, has died this week. So Song of the Day is Atomic by Blondie. Yeah, there you go. So The Tide is High. Or maybe The Tide is High by Atomic Kitten. For you noughties pop aficionados. Yeah, some old Rasta tune, isn't it? Lovely stuff. Corner, Norwich. Out swinger. Big lad there. Duffy hits the deck. Big tackle by Fisher there. Looks clean enough. No foul given. Here's Science. He's a bit of a baller down that right-hand side, isn't he? And it's just bumped off the shins there. And it's going to be a Burnley goal kick. Decent from Norwich. You just want a foothold, don't you? Away at Burnley, who are so difficult to score against, aren't they? Thank you, guys. The Paragons. Okay. It is proper Rasta, isn't it? The tide, ding on. I do like the Atomic Kitten version. Check it out later. Nice groove, nice vocals, nice and bright, decent pop cover, I have to say. Hannibal down the left. Going to swing this one in. No, nice ball inside. Hannibal, Brownhill, Cullen, Roberts. Oh, that's a hospital ball by Roberts. Easy little pinch by Kenny McLean. Oh, nice work by McLean. Oh, really good from Norwich. His sights onside. The flag is up. Excellent play by Norwich. They've been decent the last few minutes, haven't they? Little steal by McLean down the left-hand side. Nice feet by him. Whoop. See you later. And if they just timed his run there, Science, he's in. And the season he's having, he probably scores, doesn't he? Decent. Duffy gets a little shove in the back there by Zian Fleming, but no push given. And it's a corner to a Burnley. Evening, Stephen. How old is Fisher? Young. 19? 20? Fisher is 20. There you go, Robert. All right, mate. I'm in Plymouth for the game tomorrow. Jamie, that's some damn good travelling from Yorkshire. Corner goes short. Edwards sorts his feet out, drills it goalwards over the bar. That opened right up for Marcus Edwards. Wow. Best chance of the game. That. Whoop. Step inside. He should hit the target there, shouldn't he? You lot? It's a crowd to go through, but he really shanks that into those lads and lasses stood behind the goal there. Not a good strike from Edwards. Evening, Ben. What other sports do you enjoy? I get asked that quite a lot, Dylan. Not many. I don't have much time to take in any other sports than football, the amount of time we spend on this. I quite like track and field when the Olympics is on, I've got to say. Otherwise, I'm just a football guy, I have to say. Stick your hand up in the comments if you did Plymouth away this season. Fair play anyone who's done it. It's a hell of a trek down there. How long is it for the Sunderland fans? My God. Brownhill coming down the right for Burnley. Norwich have been decent last few minutes. Burnley on top now. Roberts fed to Edwards, who had probably best chance of the game there. Edwards, little knock back to Roberts. Roberts knocked back off via Cullen to Edwards. Esteve. Anthony, overlapped by Perez. Good from Burnley. Norwich, decent defensive play. They're very narrow, though. Burnley can find the switch of play out wide. They tried it. Couldn't quite find it. Oh, ouch, Dan. Actually, Norwich to Plymouth. That is brutal, isn't it? You can't get a much wider journey than that, can you? Is Norwich to Swansea worse than that? Or Ipswich to Swansea? You're a little bit more north than Norwich as well, aren't you? You've got that to factor in. Woof. Right, here comes Roberts down the right. Tries to feed it into Fleming. Nice sliding tackle there. And Norwich can clear their lines. It was Jacob Wright who slid in. Toast Malone. That's tremendous. Do you think Bristol City will end up in the playoffs this year? And if so, do you think you've got any chance of winning them? I'd love to see him get in there, to be fair. I actually predicted Bristol City. Did I have them 6th or 7th at the start of the season? I had them higher up than everybody else did. Put it that way. They've got some hard games, haven't they, Bristol City? They're going to have to do it the hard. I think they've still got to face Leeds, haven't they? There's another head-to-head in there as well, isn't there, Bristol City? I can't remember exactly who they've got, but so good at home. And it's anyone's, isn't it? So inconsistent, that lot there. Not necessarily Coventry, but Coventry have obviously just had a bad run, but a difficult run. But Middlesbrough inconsistent. West Brom have been up and down. Millwall are coming late, maybe left it too late. But I do like Bristol City's home form. I've got to say, I do like Liam Manning as well. If they get in there, I mean, you don't want to... You're finishing 6th. You're going to come up against either Leeds, Sheffield United or Burnley. So the semi-final is going to be damn hard for 6th place, put it that way. And that's how it should be, I guess, in the playoffs. But with this crazy chasm we've got financially where you do often get a parachute team in 3rd spot, don't you? Tricky to finish in 6th. What is it, like one team in 15 years, I think? 6th and winning the playoffs? Is it Palace? If Blackpool do it, can someone fact check me on that? I think it must be like 1 in 15 years has won from 6th. It's generally 3rd or 4th now, isn't it? Clip that play. Throw in to Burnley. Bristol City have us Luton at our place. Actually, Luton are going to be a right nuisance in the playoff pitch. I think Luton play like West Brom, Coventry and Bristol City. There is Josh Sargent, who I cannot, for the life of me, fathom how you can have Josh Sargent. He's fit enough to be on the bench and you wouldn't play him for the first 60 minutes rather than the last 30. Arguably, well, look, I'll put it to the chat. I think Sargent's best striker in the league, isn't he? When fit, obviously. He's a great player. Get him on the pitch. Especially when I'm doing a watch-along, right? Palace and Blackpool from 6. There you go, Liam. 2010. So, yeah, I'm right. 15 years, only one team from 6th spot. We had Derby get to the final in 2019, didn't we? But that was a miraculous win against Leeds in the first place. An unlikely win in that second leg, wasn't it? One in the left-back area by McLean. And Sky were right. He's definitely playing left wing-back, isn't he? Cordoba. Clipped out by Gunn. Swept up by Egan Riley. Cullen. Nice little leave by Edwards. Cullen. Nice territory for Burnley. Looking good at the moment. Perez. Gets it caught under his feet. Tries a give and go with Anthony. Decent tackle by Fisher, who likes a slide tackle. And they've all been fair so far, haven't they? I know Sam likes Fisher. He's bigged him up a few times on the Championship Check-In podcast. A little clip in to Hannibal. And we have a goal. Clipped over the top. Hannibal makes the run from central midfield. One touch to control. He half volleys it, right-footed, past Angus Gunn. And Burnley are heading top of the table. They are 1-0 up within 15 minutes. Hannibal, the scorer. It is Burnley 1, Norwich 0. It's straightforward, isn't it? There's no way you should be scoring from that. There's two there, McConville and Fisher on the cover. It's not like Hannibal completely blindsides them with the run either. And it's a real floaty ball. It's not like Cullen's like drilled it between all of them. I think Johannes Hoff-Torup is going to be furious with that defending. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hannibal's taken it really well, but as he's running in, he must think, there's no way they're going to let me land on this. Oh, I'm in. I've scored. There you go. Let me know your thoughts on that. Am I being too grouchy with that? Do I need to give Cullen and Hannibal more credit there? Surely you shouldn't, defenders should head that clear. Oh, chance for Norwich at the back stick. Crossed in from the left as Fisher arriving. It might have been one wing back to the other there. I think it was, wasn't it? McLean down the left. Good from Fisher getting on the back stick. It's not a great header. He arrives on it too early. Can't generate any power. Talk to me about that goal, though. It felt like one of the Norwich defenders should have been able to head that floaty ball over the top away. Or do I need to give more credit to... it's not like Hannibal even had to chest it down. He controlled it with his feet, didn't he? Goodness me, I need to see another replay of that. But I just don't understand how you can go from ball stationary, clip over the top of a stacked defence, and the striker can just run onto it and score. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Poor defending, great finish, but defensively should have been dealt with. Ben, do you think Burnley could stay up in the Premier League with 38-0 draws? Yes! God, you only need 35 of them, I think, and you'll stay up, won't you? Shocking. Only 3 defenders, to be fair, yeah. Should I turn this off? No, Marchie, stay with us here. Get Sargent on. Game over. Game over. Yeah, dear oh me. Just when I put my Norwich top on. Story of Norwich season, can't defend. It's a strange one, that, isn't it? Because don't get me wrong, if you're stood there in formation and someone makes a brilliant run and there's a real clever ball through the middle of you and it's controlled and a great finish, you're like, okay, fair enough. Anyone can concede that goal. But it just felt like a little floaty clip over the top, and there was a centre-half goal side and Fisher was tucked in, to have eyes on a runner. I know he would have had blindside a winger probably in his peripheral, but head it away. Really? Goal side? Oh dear. Only one winner from here. Norwich are prone to having defensive lapses. Apparently so. And they haven't played badly, actually, Norwich, have they? You just want something against Burnley, don't you? They've been so good defensively, and they've had something early on. Actually, I'm not reading that out. No comment. Cordoba. Duffy. Oh, given away. Anthony. Edwards. Fizzed in. Fleming. Can't control it. Cordoba. Is that going back home to Gunn? Yes, it is. Dylan, how do you see each of the 3 relegated teams doing next season? Could you see Leicester doing what Luton have? Not necessarily what Luton have, but we think Leicester are, well, surely they're nailed on for -6 at least, being the EFL are waiting for them, and they might get extra, mightn't they? Given they refused to, well, not only did they refuse to participate, but they literally went against the EFL last time. So you'd think there'd be a points deduction waiting for if the Sheffield United thing's anything. Right, here we go. Here's the Hannibal goal. I mean, yeah, it's McConville, isn't it? Bless him. I know he's on a full debut here. Proper caught under the ball. Runner behind him. He reaches. Oh, he gets it all wrong, doesn't he? Poor fella. It's good from Hannibal. It's really good. Controls it and sticks it in. But McConville's stuck under the ball there. And I mean, Cullen's taking the credit there, but I don't know. He's not just 50-50 ball dinked over the top, wasn't it? Yeah. This game is over, Matty. Well, you need to stay tuned. The conversation is riveting as ever. Gavin, as a Leeds fan, if we go up, I'll continue to watch this stream of excellent content. Thank you, Gavin. Comment of the day. They've got something, but he sat on the bench. We're talking about Sargent again. Norwich working hard without the ball. Tough to keep up. Well taken by Hannibal. He was clinical, wasn't he? It just felt like an easy goal for Burnley to create, didn't it? But hey, I feel like I'm being the Grinch about this goal. Right, let's see if Norwich can get some play going again. Had a couple of fleeting box entrances, one with science. We had Fisher arriving on the back stick from McLean's cross. We had a set play for them as well. So glad to be back on this channel next year. Bring on the Birmingham. Yeah, congratulations to Birmingham and commiserations to Southampton. But welcome back, lads and lasses. Looking forward to chatting to you all. Turned around the corner by Sorensen, who is indeed playing in central midfield as we thought he might. Duffy, that's poor, given away. Edwards. Can they counter-attack now? Nice ball by Edwards into the channel. Hannibal. Hannibal feeds Anthony inside. Really good build-up from Burnley. Good defending before Anthony could make the cutback. That was excellent from Burnley, weren't they? One pass. The second pass from Edwards was to break the lines. Hannibal, nice quick release. It's good from Duffy. Gets across on the cover corner to Burnley. As we approach the quarter mark of this game, the Clarets are going top of the table. They lead 1-0. Hannibal, the scorer. And they have a corner. It's gone short to Edwards. Back to Anthony, trying to make an angle. And it goes to Brownhill. Clips it back stick, looking for Hannibal. Cordoba heads out. Edwards. Edwards dancing feet. Brownhill. Work backwards. Patient to a fault here, maybe Burnley. Edwards still coming. Edwards cross deflected corner to Burnley. Sorry, I think we're a few seconds behind there. I've just hit fast forward there. We might have had a pause issue in the build-up here somewhere. Here it comes. Anthony whips it straight in this time. No short corner. Headed up in the air by McConville. Cordoba kind of gets it clear. It's a high foot there. Oh, why didn't he play the advantage there, referee? I mean, they gave the ball away, but yeah. Oh, horrible giveaway from the free kick in the end as well. Come on, Norwich. Silly. Here comes Anthony into the box. Anthony works it. Big deflection. Oh, gnarly. 2-0. Oh, it's a horrible goal from a Norwich point of view. Anthony's hit it in. It's deflected, but they completely gave the ball away so cheaply. It's a lucky finish, but it's good from Anthony. Makes them play. And Norwich have gone 2-0 down to a side that is so difficult to score against. And they have made it so easy for Burnley. I know we've got Leeds and Sheffield United fans in here. They are going to be furious because Norwich have just bent over and taken it here from Burnley. 2-0. Oh dear, Norwich. So if you remember the chain of events, the referee should have probably played advantage. There was a high foot. Norwich would have wasted the advantage anyway, but then they get a free kick. And I'm not entirely sure who gave the free kick away. The camera's just gone on to Kenny McLean. Maybe it was him. Apologies to him if it's not. Here come Burnley again. Fleming over the crossbar. My God. Norwich need to get a grip on this or they're going to get battered here tonight, aren't they? Yeah, and he just gives the free kick straight back to Burnley. So poor. He's the captain as well, if that was McLean. Again, apologies. I don't know. Can someone confirm that? Who gave the free kick away? I mean, it's unlucky, isn't it? The deflection. It's McConville again. Anthony steps inside. But the 2 goals Norwich have conceded, just... You come into a team who's 28 undefeated with 29 clean sheets. Make it hard for them. And they just haven't, have they? And Burnley have not had to be at their... I mean, Burnley have been brilliant at times this season, but they've not had to be at their fluent best. And they are 2-0 up. Well played, Burnley. You can only beat what's put in front of you. But Norwich have folded in the worst way in the first 25 minutes with a couple of real poor moments for the 2 goals. Oh, yes, I did fall. Good point, David. Let's just whiz the clock forward. Let me just wait for this free kick to drop in first. Actually, I think I can do it. There we go. That should be more accurate now. Thanks for the heads up. Free kick goes in from Norwich. I think that's off a Burnley head, is it? No? I thought that was a corner. Camera's on Shane Duffy, so maybe it came off him. Jack Wilshere and Johannes Hoth Torup deep in discussions. But, I mean, those boys know their football. But I'm sure, like all the chat's saying, make it harder for Burnley to score might be the feedback to the Norwich lads at half time. Norwich have been so sloppy without attacking, without Nunez, Sainz and Sargent. Makes a difference, doesn't it? Long night ahead for the Canaries. Yeah, it makes it so hard when you know that your opponent is so good defensively. You just want to either get that first goal, ideally, which is, harder than hard is allowed to be this season. But you've got to stay in the game at least. Stay in the game. Dear oh me. Egan Riley. Esteve. 27 gone. Burnley 2, Norwich 0. Norwich are going to be on the beach after this, aren't they? They're going to be at 53 from 42 games. And we're thinking 69, 70 or 71 probably for 6th place, which means Norwich's maximum upside if they lose today would be 65. So you think even if they win all their remaining games, probably going to be 4, 5 or 6 off the playoffs with that total. Patient to a fault, this Burnley team. Clip it up. There we go. Clip me up. How you like, eh? McLean. Cordoba. Little slip into Wright, who I was looking forward to seeing playing, but he's been a bit swamped by Hannibal and Cullen and Brownhill so far, hasn't he? Cordoba. Duffy. McConville. Cordoba. McLean. McLean on halfway. Bit of possession for Norwich, but Burnley looked perfectly happy. Nice Arrigo Saki squeeze there. Given Norwich no space to play in. So they have to play in front of them. Ben, am I doing a watch along tomorrow? I think I am. I think I've got permission. It is Enid's cousin Darcy's birthday party tomorrow. But bless Enid, stomach bug, vomit in bed last night. There's a mattress literally drying out in my garden now and sheets on my line. Poor little sausage has had more hours sleep than you could begin to believe today. So we don't think we'll be attending a birthday party tomorrow lunchtime. And if I don't, I will be on the watch long. Who is it? I bet it's Leeds. Is it Leeds Preston tomorrow? Someone tell me the main Sky TV game in the chat, please. Ben, did you see McKenna interview today saying committing for next season? Well, they say a lot in these press conferences, don't they, Ash? Right. Cordoba. Duffy. With a hospital ball to Fisher. Fisher looks all right, doesn't he? Looks decent, the right wing back. I can see why Sam likes him. Good athleticism. Likes a tackle, bit spiky. Good age as well. Lad's got a future. Leeds, Preston, 12:30, Sky. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, she'll get better. Bless her. Rich. Shocking behaviour. Almost like season ticket details are coming soon. Yeah, right. Amen. Anthony. Oh, lovely feet, Anthony. Just had it pinched off him, though, by Jakob Lungi Sørensen. Oh, is it Blades tomorrow? I'll do whichever one is the main game. To be honest, we've already done Leeds this week once, so I would prefer to do Blades. And then I've done Leeds, Blades, and Burnley across the week, the 3 title challenges. Lovely. Edwards. Whoever we do, someone will complain, won't they? Oh, really silly foul by McLean. Bit hapless today, Norwich, aren't they? Unforced errors. Just stand your ground there. McLean is so experienced as well, isn't he? Free kick now in a decent area for Burnley. Or is it a decent area? It's one of those ones that might be too close for a shot. Too close for a cross. And a quite irritating distance for a shot. What's your near post, Angus Gunn? I remember Ilya Gruev faking a cross from this sort of position for Leeds in the playoff semi. Notts County 0, Salford 1 in League 2. I didn't know we were up against anything today. Right, Edwards and Anthony there. Anthony right-footed, swings it in. Oh, Gunn came, didn't really get there. And he's pretty lucky, Angus Gunn, that doesn't bounce straight to a claret shirt. It's not the greatest bit of goalkeeping, that. In fact, it's a very bad bit of goalkeeping, isn't it? He's got away with one there. Gunn. He came and he got nowhere near that, did he, fella? Cullen, Anthony, Egan Riley. James Trafford gets off his deck chair, puts his cigar down. He's got the ball, ladies and gentlemen. I jest. Oh, nice winner by Fleming up high. Fleming drives into the 10, hits the shot. Deflected, was it? I think it might be a corner to Burnley. Lampard to Southampton is trending. Wow. I think that's probably just because he's such a big name. It's gone up in the betting. Oh, chance for 3 for Esteve. Sky cameras didn't quite catch it. Half volley kind of on the swivel. Corner went short, which caught the director out for Sky. Really well worked, isn't it? Would have been a really good goal, that. Short to Edwards. Fleming goes to the back post. Edwards knocks it on his head. Fleming heads it down. To be fair, Duffy is touch tight on that one, and Esteve can't quite control the finish. Really good set piece, that, by Burnley. Surely that's Danny Roll's job to Southampton, isn't it? And Lampard's only just short in the betting because he's such a famous name. I don't know. You tell me. No De Bonnet tonight, Elliot. I need another coffee, though. Look at that sad, sad state of affairs, isn't it? Yellow card out. We haven't mentioned referee Jones today. I think he's booked Josh Cullen. Yeah, definite yellow, isn't it? 2 hands round the waist of Emi Marcondes, stopping the counter-attack. Evening, Dave. Welcome to you, buddy. For his career, Roll needs to leave us. Working for Mr. Chansiri is a nightmare. I mean, he's done a fairly good job working for Mr. Chansiri, hasn't he? Lampard has links to the South Coast. Uncle Harry owns half of it. There you go. Uncle Graham Souness owns the other half, right? Throw in. Burnley. Gone back into the kind of left back area. Egan Riley. Roberts. Stev. Egan Riley. Cullen. Patient from Burnley. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a relegation clause in Delap's contract. We can leave Ipswich for 30 million. That is correct, to my understanding. You never know. You might get a bidding war. Sometimes it depends how the clauses are written. That a 30 million bid will be accepted, but then you can be outbid. Who knows? Enjoy him while he's there is all I will say. Free kick Burnley on halfway. Roberts. Egan Riley. Cullen. Estev. Cullen. Burnley just trying to tempt Norwich out, just playing it around the two centre halves and the kind of deep line playmaker there, Cullen. Hannibal. I was going to say the goal scorer, but they got a second, didn't they? Anthony with a very deflected shot for the second Burnley goal. It's calmed down since then. Burnley just trying to take control now, just of the possession. And it'll be very tempting for Norwich to get high up the pitch. And you can imagine Burnley will then try and pick them off quickly with some direct play. McLean. Cordoba. Oh, nice little drag back move there by Cordoba to beat Edwards. Cool and calm. Ben Slimane, first mention of him. Oh, slid into the box. Sainz is in, and Sainz, I can't believe it. I was expecting the net to bulge. I did forget it was the imperious James Trafford in goal. Look at that from Sainz. Great run. Oh, he should score that, shouldn't he? Big, big chance for Norwich. Lovely ball knocked through. Trafford's out nice and quickly. The dink is still on. He's put it wide. I don't think Trafford left the nutmeg open there. I do think if he cuts back on that, Sainz, he can still dink Trafford over his other shoulder. Huge chance for Norwich. And of course, he could still have drilled it. Should have been 2-1 there. And the top scorer in the entire championship couldn't quite finish there. That's why it's always nice to have a 2-goal cushion, isn't it? Here is Duffy. Trafford out sharply there. Science. Yeah, Trafford didn't do a lot wrong, did he? But you still make Rich. You still make the attacker favourite to score there, don't you? Could have gone round him actually as well, or played for the pen. I think everyone acknowledged sort of October time. Science best player in the Championship, wasn't he? He was in howling good form. Woof. Foul by Cullen, who's on a yellow card. Who's probably got to be careful now. Right through the back of Sorensen as well, isn't he? I don't know if he got a talking to there. Needs to be a little bit careful there, Josh Cullen. He can't have too many of those left before he's off for an early bath. Called it on the bold takes. Can't see anyone getting 20 goals. Yeah, well, Peru is what, 15? And Science on 17. They're replaying this over and again, Sky, to probably point out that if Cullen, and I hate this punditry, but I'm going to do it anyway. If Cullen hadn't already been booked, would he have been booked for that as a first yellow card? Because referees, rightly or wrongly, there's probably a subconscious bias to it. I hate that as an accusation as well. But it is a thing, isn't it? You referee differently someone who's on a yellow card than someone who's not. But yeah, he's definitely getting sent off on the next one, Cullen, isn't he? Carbos, you had a poll a while back on who would not make the playoffs. Did Blackburn win that one? I think possibly they did. I tell you what, he smashed Sorensen as well. He's got a dead leg. Here comes the set play for Norwich. Burnley holding an excessively high line here. Cordoba and Ben Slimani are offside. Duffy isn't. McConville wasn't, but there's a shove in the back on Josh Brownhill. Yeah, Cullen gets one of those enforced substitutions, right? If it's a friendly, 100%. Ben, I understand that Southampton's relegation is the quickest to have happened in Premier League history and that Leicester and Ipswich are currently in the word yes. And they need quite a few points as well to not be the worst bottom three ever. And you can do one of two things there with that information. You can point fun at the teams involved, or you could take a look at the bigger picture and say, we've got problems. If none of the promoted teams can compete, not one of them can get anywhere near anybody in the Premier League, having all spent a fair amount of money for them, but ain't going to touch the 17, is it? And that's 17 are going into their fourth consecutive season, given the yo-yoing of the promoted clubs. Hannibal! Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, it was fed in. It's a decent little slide tackle to intercept. Hannibal hits it first time. Doesn't do a hell of a lot wrong. Gun's done, I think, isn't he? I say he doesn't do a hell of a lot wrong. It really opens up for him perfectly, doesn't it? He can step onto that. He probably should have scored there. Hannibal, I take back my initial point. Well, someone was talking about Nunez in the comments. He's coming on. So not only did Cullen not get red carded or get a second yellow card, he's done Sorensen. Poor fella. He can't run off. Hopefully it's just a dead leg. Nothing worse. Marcelino Nunez is on. Maybe we'll get Sargent soon. Oh, is a handball there by Brownhill. I thought it was Cullen again there for a second. I'm like, right, he's definitely off now. Marcondes is trying to argue that that's a deliberate handball and he knew what he was doing. Only Brownhill will know. Referee Jones, deep in discussion with McLean and Duffy, who are trying to referee the game. No, I don't think it's a yellow card. I think he can get away with that being a handball, an arm in unnatural position. He couldn't get it out of the way, blah, blah, blah. I think the referee's called that one correctly. He's just gestured like that, referee Jones, as if to say, look, he just came in like that and it hit his arm. Chill out. 4 minutes, stoppage time. You can't have a favourite Blondie track, too many. Yeah, it's a good old songbook there. The set play's gone in looking for Duffy, who did not hold his run and is offside. Burnley restart. We are 30 seconds in to 4 minutes of stoppage time. All helped on to Fleming. If he could have got that out of his feet, Anthony was completely clear and in on the left-hand side of the box. Norwich counter, Ben Slimane. Oh, he's got it back as well. Tries to poke it through the middle. Oh, God, there was a ball on out wide, that entire move to Marcelino Nunes, and they just couldn't. I think about 3 different players tried to play it. They couldn't get it out to him. McLean, Cordoba, walking pace now. Burnley 2, Norwich 0. Burnley moving on. Moving on up to 88 points. Do we now need to accept that it's going to be normal for parachute teams to all score 90 points? Is that where we are in the Championship now? It was always the case, if you got 90, you're going to get promoted, but Leeds missed out with 90 last season. It looks like all 3 of Leeds, Burnley and Sheffield United are getting 90 plus this season. Maybe that's just the deal. You tell me. Out it goes, unforced error, Nunes. He hasn't quite got to the pace of the game just yet. Once had love and it was a gas. Soon found out had a heart of glass. Good dank, 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 dank. We've been singing Blondie all blew in half, haven't we? Throw in down the left-hand side. So what's happened to Luton then? Well, in a quick 10-second answer, Drew, didn't spend any money when they went up because they're having a new stadium. Also, they got promoted in a year where the doors were open wide because Norwich and Watford messed it up. Got in there, saved their money. Biggest spend was 5 million quid on the player. Got relegated, didn't have any saleable assets to go. Manager who got them up ran out of ideas, changed manager, and they're struggling really, really badly. A very different tale to Leicester, Southampton, Leeds, Burnley, Sheffield United. Pretty easy one to explain away, I think. And yes, Nick Knack, not really spent this season. McGuinness, big deal at the start of the season. Centre back, though. Drop 10 million quid on a centre back to get you promoted? I don't know, you tell me. Jones, I think, was expensive in January, wasn't he? 5 million. But again, we're talking about people like Gus Harmer and Arnel Ahmed Hodzic, who've been retained by Sheffield United, who are proper cheat codes, aren't they? Leeds, 81 million quid wage bill last season. Burnley able to make bank on some huge sales like Odebear as well. It's half time, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that, a championship stream, and we end up talking about parachute payments. Well, I never. I only talk about what I get asked. Hey, I don't really want to talk about parachute payments, but hey, maybe they are the most significant thing affecting the championship right now. So first half, I think if you're a Norwich, Leeds, or Sheffield United fan, you're going to be very annoyed with how easy Norwich made it for Burnley to score. Hannibal on 15 and Anthony on 24. Norwich hadn't been terrible for the first 15 minutes. It ebbed and flowed. Burnley hadn't really created a hell of a lot. And then it's just a little floaty ball over the top by Josh Cullen. McConville's underneath. It gets completely caught under the ball. Fisher's on the cover with Hannibal, and he literally just jogs in behind, controls it kind of with his shins. It's really good from Hannibal, but I cannot fathom how there's the gap between the keeper and the centre halves with that trajectory of pass. Either the keeper can't come and stop it, or the defender can header it away. Was it that good a ball? Really? I'll give Cullen some credit. Great finish by Hannibal, obviously. But, yeah, it just felt like that's the goal? I don't get it. But there you go. I've seen a lot of goals, and that was one of them. And then a crazy goal from a Norwich point of view on 24, where Norwich were just clearing their lines. I think, were they defending in a Burnley set play? And there's a high foot. And then the ref should give an advantage, in my humble opinion. But then he blows. And then really quickly, I think it's McLean, with nobody concentrating, takes the free kick, gives it straight back to Burnley, while presumably the Norwich players have gone, okay, and we've cleared the set play, and we have a free kick. Reset. But he takes the free kick. They're all kind of at 6s and 7s then. It's quickly knocked on to Anthony. He works his way inside. Norwich are in a rubbish position. Duffy completely kills Gunn because of a huge deflection on it. Deflection's a bit lucky, but, you know, what else can you do? If you're Burnley, you're going to give us the ball? Okay, fine. We'll quickly knock it forward and take a shot. Why not? But, yeah, just poor from Norwich in that respect. And when you have a team, I've said it numerous times in the first half, that are 28 games unbeaten and have an absurd 29 clean sheets, stay in the game. Don't make mistakes, you know, because you know how hard. How many comments did we have in the chat when it went 1-0 Burnley going, oh, well, that's that then. Game over. See you later. See you tomorrow for Sheffield United, Ben, or whoever. It is Sheffield United tomorrow, isn't it? So, yeah, really, really disappointing from a Norwich point of view. There were other chances. I think Hannibal should have got a goal for Burnley, where I think Cordoba just kind of taps it back to him, and it falls perfect for him. And you think, just stroke that into the far corner. He does hit the post, but I think he's going to have wanted that goal bonus there, Hannibal. I think he should have scored. And Sainz, top scorer in the entire division with 17. He's in. He goes for the dink. I think he only was going to go for the dink there. I don't think he looked to see where the space was and what the keeper was doing. Was the nutmeg on? Was it ready to go? I think he was set on the dink as soon as he was running through. And it wasn't the right shot. Trafford's out smartly, but Trafford was not the favourite in that particular head-to-head. And that should have been 2-1 or 3-1 or whatever you want to call it if you count Hannibal's chance as well. There's a chance for Maxime Esteve. Really good set play. Nodded back to him from Zian Fleming. And he kind of half-volleyed that one over the crossbar. We'll do some numbers. Burnley 55, Norwich 45 on the possession. Yeah, 0.87 to 0.39 on the XG, not massively in it. Burnley, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Bam, bam, efficient. Norwich, 1 shot on target. Big chances. It's got 2 big chances for Norwich. I wonder whether they're calling Kellen Fisher's header on the back stick a big chance. Possibly. I don't know what that would have come up as. Yeah, it is 0.22 on the XG there. Not overly fair, I don't think, because he's arriving on a cross and he's a right wing back. But hey, XG just maps the position on the pitch often, doesn't it? So there you go. Right. Shall we take a quick break? Get your get your questions and your comments in over our little 5-minute break, and we will reconvene. I'm going to make a coffee. Oh, do you know what Sky have done? They've really stitched Norwich up on that first goal. That is atrocious, isn't it? They've drawn the defensive line. And that's a good point by whoever's doing the analysis there. I don't know if it's Ualumo or Rob Green. They're totally right that if McConville and Fisher had held the line, then the distances between Gunn and the back line would have been spot on. And this second goal is just such a carve up, isn't it? So poor. I bet when that took that deflection and flew in, those Norwich fans behind the goal were just furious. Such a stupid way to concede a second goal. And you're literally up against the team who is top of the table. Right, questions. Get them in there. I will return in 5 minutes. Go make yourself a coffee, a gin and Dubonnet, a red wine, a beer, a white wine, an orange juice, whatever takes your fancy. I think I'll have a decaf coffee because you all shout at me when I have coffee past 9 o'clock, don't you? So I'll have a decaf. But we will be back in just over 5 minutes. Don't go. Let me stick my timer on. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. It is half time. It is Burnley 2, Norwich nil in the first round 42 game in the EFL Championship in the title race. That will move Burnley on to 88 points with 4 games to play. You like that maths, Burnley fans? Still on for the 100. How about that? They win all their games. Leeds and Burnley could hit the 100-point mark. Remember, guys, round 44, so Easter Monday, it is Burnley versus Sheffield United. Woof is all I've got to say about that. And I think the kind of overriding narrative, as I said before the break, was the ease. You know, how Burnley didn't have to work hard to score against Norwich today and get 2-0 up. And we know with Burnley's brilliant defence that they can certainly see out a 2-goal lead. Right, comments. Let's read some of these out. There is Josh Sargent. Imagine you had the potentially best striker in the Championship. Get him on the pitch. And that's what Norwich are doing at half time. Nigel, I'm running out of patience. No Sargent, didn't start with Nunes. Signed a player who we don't play because he's not match fit. My club needs major change on and off the pitch. Wasn't that supposed to be last summer for Norwich? Right. What else have we got here in the chat? Alan, I'm a Bournemouth fan, and Parker deserves a lot of credit for getting Burnley to where they are. Yeah, he's a strange one, Parker, because no one wants to give him any credit ever. I don't know totally why that is. I mean, it may be the way he presents himself sometimes. Some of it isn't fair because there is a lot of, I call it golden generation derangement syndrome, where a lot of football fans cannot cope with very, very famous players becoming managers. They struggle really, really badly to get the image of the very famous player out of their head. And you genuinely, you try and have a sensible conversation about Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Wayne Rooney, John Terry, Scott Parker. I suppose Michael Carrick's all right, but then he's very kind of quiet and calm. You get some wild takes on those particular managers. Put it that way. What else have we got in the chat? Let's have a little scroll up, see if I can find anything sensible in here. Tony, enjoying the game here at half time. You're very, very welcome. I really don't know how everyone other than me managed to get phone signal at football. But yeah, good luck to you if you can get phone signal. Colin, when are Burnley going to get some credit? Well, I would point you towards the excellent Benjamin Bloom football channel, where the answer is every week. Define credit, because we've been full of praise for Burnley. Cheesy potato. I think we should keep Johannes. Yeah. Give him a second season, you know what. It's a very on-brand Norwich analogy, that. Any Alan Partridge fans out there? Free kick Burnley, which Zian Fleming is having himself a little look at. I'll reset the teams in just a jiffy. Fleming plays it short, though. Edwards dancing feet in the box. Sargent is on, and he pinches it off him. Doing his defensive work. Sargent's won it twice already. Only been on a second. Teams. Sorry, guys. Burnley, Trafford, Roberts, Egan Riley, Esteve Perez, Cullen Brownhill, Anthony Hannibal, Edwards, Fleming. For Norwich, who came out for Sargent, guys? Was it Ben Slimane? Barely had a touch in the first half, did he? No, he's still in according to Sky. Marcondes? No, I can see him as well. And I can see Sainz. Who came out for Sargent? Someone tell me in the chat. McConville? Wow. So we've probably they've gone to a back four then, probably Norwich, haven't they? I'll figure this out as we go. Gunn in goal. So possibly McLean left back, Cordoba, Duffy, Fisher. They're on the attack actually, Norwich. Ben Slimane. All slid in. Huge chance. Sight sorts his feet out. Great save, Trafford, but the offside flag is up. Yeah, back four. So I'm guessing right, Marcondes, Slimane. I don't know whether that's a 4-2-3-1 or not. Sargent, then with Sainz. No, it looks like Marcondes is further forward. So maybe Ben Slimane is playing in central midfield then. Anyway, they're not playing a back five anymore. Should Sunderland try to take third spot or just coast to the playoffs? I don't think they might have any choice in whether they take third spot or not. 7-point gap with 5 to go. I think they'll be finishing in fourth, but stranger things have happened. Playing with 12 to even the game. Well, that would work. What are we going? A 5-2-4-1 then? I like it. That one's clipped over the top, and the offside flag stays down. Sargent, Ben Slimane, dreadful finish. In fact, it's going to stay in play. Fisher, Nunes, Duffy. Norwich just started the second half well. Right, Cordoba. Oh, nice feet by Big Duffy. Fisher, Nunes, crossing position. Good ball. Big header on the near post by Josh Brownhill. Impressive start to the second half by Norwich. Did I see Josh Key's sexy goal? A sexy goal, hey? I did. Sexy, hey? Sexy, everything about you so. What am I doing? That's the song of the day now. Liberty X. It's overtaken Blondie. Set play headed across. Cordoba gets in there and then realises that if he'd pretended he got fouled, he might have got a penalty. But he does it about 5 seconds after he's potentially been fouled. And the foot's not that high, is it? I think he wins it fairly cleanly. Brownhill, a little bit higher up. It's a pen, isn't it? Cordoba's down again. He's in the wars. Hannibal and lots of flags. Oh, forgive my ignorance. Tunisia, Hannibal. Welcome our Tunisian fans. Nate, Leeds fan, curious on your Fark opinion. Are you in the given the first 10 games? You've got to get promoted first, Nate. I love Farker. I think he's great. Maybe I'm still swept away by his brilliant team in 2018-19 with Buendia and Pookie and Aarons and Lewis. But yeah, I've always thought he's a very good manager. But supporting a team that's been promoted to the Premier League in the last year You may as well not give him 10 games if you're only going to give him 10 games, because it is bloody hard work against the 17 at the moment, isn't it? McLean, down the left, puts it in near post. Norwich, by far the better team in the opening going in the second half. The Loyal Royal. We read that in a second. Norwich is still on the attack. Any thoughts on where Reading will end up in the end of the season? Well, they could end up in 6th, couldn't they, in League One? It's very much like the Championship. In League One, 6th is just completely open with a load of inconsistent teams in there. Check out the League One predictions with the great Matt SB each and every week. And I think a lot of neutral football fans would like to see Reading get in there just purely because their owner's been such a shyster, hasn't he? For goodness sakes. He's given up, eh? Norwich much improved with Sargent on the pitch rather than off it, go figure. And a change of system going to a back four. Burnley just adjusting to it, probably before they score their third goal. Sainz, Ben Slimane, Nunes, bouncy shot. Is it a corner? I think it might be. Ben, has Reading been sold yet, or is it a matter of time? If the Reading fan is still in the chat, I'll let them answer that. Corner Norwich cleared out on the near post. Right. Fisher stands it up. Bouncing about in the box. Anthony gets a header on it. Nunes heads it back in. Esteve, good header out, and Hannibal's going to try and sweep that up over on the left wing. Hannibal clips it over the top, but Angus Gunn in the sweeper spot boots it down the ground to go all the way to James Trafford. Who knows? Maybe Hoff can realise that he can be more smart with his summer transfer. Can't think who Norwich got this past summer. To be fair, they spent a bit through the season, haven't they? Cernak is not there. Svartau seemed to buy lots of youngsters from Europe, didn't they? Not that any of them are in the team tonight. Cullen, Edwards, Esteve. Burnley, first real bit of territory in the second half. Norwich have been the better side since we restarted. Hannibal, Esteve, patient Burnley always. Cullen, nice little spin and flick. Remember, we think Cullen's got one more foul before he's getting red carded in this one, isn't he? Edwards puts the cross in. Anthony chests it down. If he leaves that, Hannibal's right behind him. Fleming wins that back. Nice slide tackle. Fed into Fleming in the D, but then he falls over as he's receiving that. And Norwich can clear their lines. So much better with Sargent on. We'll go figure. As we said at the start of the show, hey, Hannibal. Have Norwich looked like a goal to make it? Yeah, they have, yeah. Although Burnley are horrible to score against, aren't they? Oh, and they're attacking. Fleming up there in the middle. Decent header, clear. Prodded away, but Sargent's not going to win that race with Hannibal. Brownhill. Burnley just wrestling back control now after Norwich came out of the traps well. Start of the second half. Kieran, we sold out QPR tomorrow, Sunderland next Friday, and Luton next month. Brilliant stuff. I'm sure you'll be at all of them, Kieran, right? Loving how dogged Burnley did. Could wear that dogged, Alex. Right. Nunez. Foul there. Restart for Norwich. It's an interesting one, that one. Curled into Anthony. Didn't get, or I say he didn't get a shout from Hannibal. I can't hear. He might have and ignored it. Certainly wasn't aware. He was behind him. Ben, is it sad how Onel's Norwich career is ending? Too involved in social media. He's an interesting character, Onel Hernandez, isn't he? Really good in the first promotion under Farker, wasn't he? But yeah, he does seem more interested in his social media now. Each to their own. Won't lie, I'm only sticking. You just want to see Jezza, don't you, Rich? He still has your heart, doesn't he? What a guy. Oh, 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 it's magic. You know. Always pick the wrong key for that. And then never. It's too high, isn't it? Never. And I'm a bit flat on the top note. It's not good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I'd start down there, don't I? Hey, where to watch this match? You're looking for a company called Sky Sports, Kuriko, in the chat. You give them some money, they'll give you the game. I don't own the rights. Fisher, Duffy, Rick. Everybody, I love those capitals. So aggressive, Rick. It's tremendous. And an FFS at the end. Science has just gone in the book. Referee Jones, quick to brandish the yellow card. Oof. That's cheered me up. Look where I'm sorry, Nigel. I used to get in a lot of trouble being an Ipswich fan. My appreciation for Norwich 18-19. They were a damn good team, weren't they? My God. Down the left comes Pires. Oh, Hannibal, good feet. Shot blocked. Corner. I wonder if I could name the whole team. Krull, Aarons, Lewis, Zimmerman. Who's the other centre back? Can't remember. McLean, Tribal, Steeperman, Hernandez, Buendia, Pookie. Ugh. Those two. Man. Corner taken short. And that is not a good set play. Why do I think Anthony Hopkins? Yeah. Tried the magic and made it. Right. Have a like for reaching that. I used to do, Rich, when I used to dep for Solid Gold 70s, which was a great show. What was a singer called Mark? He used to sing that in the original key. Fair play to him. And actually, Janie in that show was on. If anyone's good with reality TV, she was on a reality TV show. Beautiful older blonde lady. Anyone know like old people dating show. She's fantastic, though. She was on there, and I think she's actually found a husband on there. Does anyone know what show I'm talking about? She like met some silver fox guy on there. Angus Gunn is down. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Jaden Anthony closing in behind him. Yeah, a little knee in the back there from Anthony. He's kind of already apologising as he's kneeing him. Feeling his groin there. Is it called First Dates? I don't know. Now, do you know what it is? I think the gimmick was the children were involved as well. I can't think what it is. Anyway, she was the female singer in that show. And a hilarious guy called Mark. Anyway, he used to sing that pilot song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But yeah, up there. Much higher than I can sing. LA, Hannibal. Do you know, I like it when we have Tunisian players. Who do we always get? Bangladesh. It's Hamza Chowdhury, isn't it? It's brilliant. And when Ali Al Hamadi was playing for Ipswich, you get all the Iraqi lads in the chat. Tremendous. Gunn gets it back off Duffy. Cordoba. Nunez. Little knock inside. Back to Cordoba. Godfrey. Yes. And do you know the annoying thing with that, Jeff? I saw Godfrey's debut because it was against Ipswich. And all of a sudden, they had all the youngsters in and they moved Pookie up front. Buendia decided he was the best player the Championship had ever seen. And yeah, they won all their games pretty much after that, didn't they? I remember it well. I wonder what happened to Ben Godfrey. Don't answer that. I'm being rhetorical. My mum, your dad. That sounds right, Bob. Did a lovely lady called Janie win it? Oh, Saints in behind. That sounds right, I think. Here comes Jaden Anthony down the left-hand side. Oh, that's clipped over the top. Quickly turned over by Norwich, by the way. I think maybe they've discussed Norwich, the high line Burnley are playing, and that if you get it out wide, just ping it over the top. There's a huge space, and Saints is continually playing on the shoulder and running into it now. Plant, unbelievable vocalist, out of nowhere. Been a long time since you rock and roll. Da-down, da-down, da-down. Yellow card comes out again. Ben Slimani has been booked for a dive. Interesting. There you go. Janie and Roger. The whole point of this long-winded discussion is someone said, whoa, 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 he's magic, you know. I sung that song, then said I used to do that in a show, and a guy called Mark used to sing it, and the female singer is called Janie, and she was on that TV show last year, and I think she's found a husband. There you go. Jack Stacey, formerly of, well, would he have played for Scott Parker at Bournemouth? Would that have added up? Is that the right timeline? Not sure. Someone answer that quiz question in the bottom. In the comments, excuse me. Lucas If Norwich had played like this in the first half, it might have been a closer game. Well, I don't disagree, Lucas. Ooh, did you hit my neck then? Ow. Yeah, so I think we're back tomorrow, although we were unsure exactly which do you know what? I'm going to search it up myself. Which championship? You'll laugh at the last thing I Googled on this iPad. Can Coburn play versus Middlesbrough? So, yes, Plymouth Sheffield United will be doing tomorrow. Assuming Enid doesn't make a miraculous recovery and I have to go to little Darcy's birthday party. More storytelling in that story than... Oh, no, WWE's quite good at the moment, Dave, isn't it? I get the clips up. Bad guy John Cena. Tremendous. Edwards went down. He's been booked for diving as well. That's about 2 in 5 minutes, isn't it? Thank you, Liam. She'll get better. Any of you with kids will know they're on average ill once every 3 weeks, aren't they? Trafford coolly played out from the back via Cullen. And they've nearly broken the lines here. Hannibal, oh, that's really good from Burnley. Well done. Pires now on the left, knocks it inside. God, if they score from this is a beaut. But Hannibal has tried a very ambitious ball inside the fullback, and Jaden Anthony's like, I'm not running for that one, lad. $20 to go. Get well soon, Daddy. Oh, Enid, not Daddy. Your daddy is getting it too easy. Yeah, right. I went to both WWE shows at the O2. How much did that cost, Ashley? Woof. Renegade 7. Feels like if Hoff gets it right at some point in the championship, it'll be on hiding to nothing with their style not being transferable to the Premier League. Well, across the first bridge first, Renegade, I guess. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Cullen gets closed down, but Burnley are able to go back to Trafford, who dummies Sainz, mugs him off a little bit actually there. And there is a whacking great switch of play, but easy head back from Fisher. Back to Angus Gunn. Most clean sheets in a season. Ray King. What badge is that? Port Vale. Jim Stannard. I recognise the name Ray Clements down there. Sainz. Oh, they nearly got Ben Slimane away. It's one of those where all the defenders got drawn in. It's quick release, and if he can just nick it ahead of him, he's in behind. Wrestling peaked in 1996. Tremendous. That's about my era, yeah. Stone Cold. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Cullen. Roberts, Cullen. Cat and mouse this, tit for tat. Norwich were really good for the first 10 minutes of this half, but Burnley have done a fair job of neutralising it. And this is the joy of scoring 2 in the first half. They don't need to score, do they? Although here they come. Fleming around the keeper. He's been driven wide. Good goalkeeping by Gunn. Back it goes to Edwards. Couldn't flood the box there. Fleming, literally the guy who you'd want front and centre, was obviously out wide. And they've broken away. That's excellent from Science. Spins his man. Good player, Science, isn't he? Nunez. Got a load of individual quality, Norwich, haven't they? Just haven't been able to piece it together. You do have to question the manager a little bit, because I can think of certain other managers who, if they had Nunez, Sainz, Sargent, and some decent Championship players around them, do something with that, with those three, couldn't you? My God. That's not even comment of the day. That's comment of the year. Vince McMahon was going to purchase Newcastle once upon a time. Amiobi was going to wrestle. I don't know why that's made me laugh so much. So childish, but so funny. Dave from Newcastle. What would Shola Amiobi's wrestling name have been? Don't answer that. It can just be Shola Amiobi, hey? Dear oh me. Are we almost saying that? I feel we're mocking poor Shola Amiobi here, but putting him in most situations does improve it. It's like when you put Sean Paul on a record, isn't it? Just kind of makes it fun. Even if it's like a jazz record, if you have Sean Paul on the end of it, it's like, oh, or Pitbull. Here we go. Don't Norwich have 2 of the 3 top scorers? Yeah, they do. And on goal contribs as well. Actually, Leeds have got 2 on contribs. 21 tied up. Sainz has got 21 as well. Piru, Azaz, James. But yeah, got some very good individual quality. Norwich. Josh Laurent is coming in the most Scott Parker substitution of the season. Here comes a defensive midfielder. Look at that grey hair. Look at that. It goes like a different direction than all the other hairs as well. Heartbreaking. Shola the fish. Knock forward into the channel. Oh, Corda, but we got a bit lucky there with Edwards. He'd lost him. Go gadget leg. Just managed to nick it off him. Oh, there's a diag. Sargent's peeled off. Good defending by Esteve. That's a good battle, isn't it? Esteve and Sargent. I'm sure lots of people will have both of those two in their Championship team of the season. That's not Sami. Stop getting substitutions wrong, Scott Parker. Corner for Norwich. They haven't managed to make a chance for Sargent. He normally scores them when he gets them, doesn't he? Oh, and they have forced that one into the back of the net. No, Jack Stacey. And it is to be no 30th clean sheet. And in this last 15 minutes, maybe it's going to get a little bit more tense because Norwich have got one back. It is Burnley 2, Norwich 1 from the set play. Stacey is the goal scorer. Yeah, good set play that, wasn't it? Very deliberately into the near post where McLean made the run. The other big lads went round the back. McLean got the flick. Stacey's on his own in the middle. He kind of, I don't know, like knees it, thighs it into the back of the net. And it is 2-1. And Norwich have won back. And does that make things interesting? Anything can happen in the Championship, and there's only one goal in it now. And you know what? All it takes, set play, deflection, mistake, moment of magic, and bosh, it's 2-2. And that changes the complexion of the weekend already. Double substitution, by the way. Laurent and Sarmiento did come in the end for Burnley. Obviously, I never spot who goes off because I'm useless. If anyone could tell me in the chat. Hannibal possibly went out in central midfield. If Sarmiento went in, Edwards or Anthony? I don't know. And Sky, look, they're hyping it up. Most goals scored in minutes 76 plus. Norwich are right up there. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you. Hannibal and Edwards out. Sarmiento and Laurent in. Yeah. Come on, Burnley. Not good enough. Defensively, very weak, Burnley, aren't they? Hey, imagine conceding a goal. Terrible. Right, Norwich got a spring in their step now, as well they might. Stacey, Fisher, Duffy, Cordoba. Anyone have a Desmond in the pre-season predictions? Or the pre-game predictions? You know what I meant. Can Norwich make a big chance in the next 12 minutes? Can they preferably make a big chance for Sargent in the next 12 minutes? Although they've got to defend a counter-attack here. Anthony. Oh, good play by Duffy. Followed him there. Anthony was kind of slaloming in and out and in and out. And Duffy just kept his eye on him. Got the foot in as well. What did me and Sam predict? I don't know, but I bet we both had a clean sheet for Burnley. So we'll both be wrong for sure. How long have you been doing this gig, bro? From New Zealand? Can you say that in a more New Zealand accent, please? Ages. Here comes Stacey down the left. Oh, Stacey puts in a decent ball. Trafford's out on top of it. Sainz was arriving there. Good defended by Burnley. How long have we been here on YouTube? Since before COVID. Too long. Needed a bit of height on that cross or to bounce it at least, didn't he, Stacey? Oh, hello, Jamie. 3-pointer there coming in. Oh, I had 1-0, did I? So I had the correct winner and the correct margin of victory, is what you're saying, Lee. Not that our scoring system allows any credit for that, or the fact that the game's not actually over yet. It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet. Anthony just nicks that in the centre circle. Sarmiento. Here he goes down the right-hand side. Sarmiento. You get the crossover. Oh, great dribble by Sarmiento. Really good play. Over Anthony's head. Fleming went for it. Followed up by Pires. Pires to Cullen. Esteve. Brownhill. Esteve. Burnley, we say this so many times when they're on the attack, they'll always come back rather than just throw a cross in, won't they? Hyper patient, although Sarmiento isn't. He's just dribbling at everyone. Oh, good ball, Sarmiento. Fleming couldn't quite hold it. Got to say, it's not quite his game, is it? Oh, are you joking? Has Sam got to? Oh, no. Right, someone score. Anyone. Please score now. If Parkin's got 2-1, I need a goal. Norwich, Burnley, anyone, don't care. Just score now. Quickly. I cannot bear it. I've got myself level as well. I'm only like 7 points behind or something. Oh, damn. And Parkin's going to start with a 3-pointer. Shocking. Come on, lads. Any of the 22 of you score. Go. Not that I take it too seriously. We get one more substitution for Norwich. I'm wrong. I'm going to get a double substitution for Norwich with about 8 to go plus stoppage time. It's not over yet. There could still be a goal in this one. One more goal for Norwich, please. Well, for the record, I don't care who scores as long as Sam Parkin doesn't get his prediction right. So childish. I don't care. Cordoba. Big one forward. I tell you what, Sargent makes some good runs off the shoulder. Oh, it's a handball shout there. Oh, I want to see a replay of that. Esteban, he's got the bandage on the hand, so you'll be able to tell definitely where it hits if it does. Was his arm in an unnatural position there? If it wasn't, he gets away with that, doesn't he? I need to see it again. I think it hit his arm, but if it's by his side, he'll get away with it on... I mean, he's got away with it, but you know what I'm saying. I want to see the replay. McLean. Cordoba. Nunez. Oh, lovely ball through by Nunez to Fisher. Don't shoot, lad. To be fair, he shot from miles out and won a corner. I think that was the best he was going to get from that particular shot. Can I see this penalty shout again, please, Sky Sports? Right, out comes Ben Slimane. I'll pay attention this time. In comes Oscar Svartau and Elliot Miles, who is another player who I have never seen play. There's been about 4 of them for Norwich tonight. I'm struggling here. Sky haven't deemed it enough of a storyline to show us the potential penalty shout there. So the corner goes in. Out it goes as we tick up to 84 minutes. We're going to see a replay of the corner. I think Trafford's got a point there. Stacey's literally just standing in front of him, blocking with no attempt to go for the ball or even look at the ball. All part of the set play bits and bobs. Yes, you're right, Lee. Don't forget to like and sub. How are we doing for likes tonight? You know, I literally haven't checked all night. I'm terrible, aren't I? Let's click on here on my iPad. Oh, Gun just about gets that loose. 128. Woof. Thank you, everybody. And should we just thank the super chatters? If anyone wants to add one more super chat, I'll be very, very grateful. But we did hit our target of 5 early in the show. Lee, Dan, Liam, Liking Trash, Zippy Tuna, and Andy. It's always free to watch here, but it does really help out. Don't get too much ad revenue on the old live stream. So if you can super chat, helps out massively. It's not obligatory, but if you can afford a couple of quid or whatever, that really helps us out this end. We've been smashing the likes. You can try. Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. It's free. No one told me. 86 gone. Can Norwich get an equaliser and stick a canary amongst the pigeons? That was very Partridge, wasn't it? A partridge amongst the pigeons. Stop, Ben. Stop now. Fisher, handball, no. Shoulder, I think. Can they stick a cat among the pigeons in the title race? That's a foul. And a free kick for Norwich. Josh Laurent goes through. Kellen Fisher, who I think's played well, hasn't he? The fullback for Norwich. I like him. There it is, Mark. You absolute blooming hero. There you go, Mark, one of our Forest friends. Thank you so, so much, Mark. That'll do us tonight. Yeah, top lad, Mark. Thank you so, so much. Very, very kind of you. You go in the Hall of Fame. And it's been a great night. Great support as ever. Why did Jack Wilshere get booked on the Norwich bench, hey? Right, in comes the free kick, flicked on by Stacey, who's got himself a goal already. Gathered by James Trafford, who I like very much, but he does something I very much dislike, where keepers feel that it's acceptable to literally just pick up the ball and fall over and then waste 30 seconds. They are outruling that, aren't they, at the end of the season? It's absolute nonsense that that's been allowed to go as far. I blame Jordan Pickford, who is the master at doing that. It's just ridiculous, that's not seen as just absurd time wasting, which it obviously is. Right, here comes a Norwich counter. Sainz. Foul. Sarmiento says, I took the ball, ref. Another Burnley player kind of throws himself in front and falls on the deck as well. Best football man. Well, thank you very, very much, Mark. You are too kind. Refs are woeful at policing time wasting. Mate, I've said it. Who said that in the chat, Lee? I've said it for the longest time. 40-minute halves, real-time stop clock, timekeeper. Time wasting finishes there. Or, well, you can do it, but it won't do you any good. You just get booked for it and you get no benefit from it. Fisher, free kick goes short to him. Fisher puts it in the box. Little eyebrows on that near post, and Stacey's going to let it go out for a throw. McLean. Nunes lines up the shot. He was a long way out and he smashed it into the stand behind the goal. Yeah, 6-second rule may as well not exist. So it would help if that was enforced, wouldn't it? The problem is the way people analyse football, it would literally have to be a timekeeper doing it. Someone whose job was literally when the keeper picked the ball up, hit go. And then you know what fans are going to do? They're going to say, oh, did he have it in his hands at that exact point? You know what fans do with offside? Oh, well, is that actually freeze framed on the point where it's released? I don't know. Right, 4-minute stoppage time. Ashley Barnes, who was at Norwich this season, not even just last season, is on for Burnley. Ben, do you think Norwich will have a new manager next season? No, I don't. No, I think they'll start next season with Johannes Hoff Torrup. Cullen fed down the line looking for Sarmiento. He's got to be close to man of the match, Fisher, especially being Hannibal's been subbed off. Give us your shouts for man of the match. Oh, that's flicked on. Sargent's going for it. 50-50 challenge and foul there. I think he could have played advantage. But the Burnley players are clever, aren't they? And they all just kind of stop as if to say, nope, you're going to stop the game. We're going to kill 30 seconds. And away we go again. James Trafford will now move the ball once, twice, take 5 steps back, wave his arms, and really take his sweet time. I think Joe Worrell's going to come on for the last seconds of this one. Promoted, obviously, with Nottingham Forest. I think he might have been the captain. Was Joe Worrell the captain for Forest when they went up in the playoffs under Stevie Cooper? 21, 22, are we thinking? Norwich, understandably, just going long now. Get it forward. Get it in the box. In the words of the GOAT, Neil Warnock, make defenders defend. And here comes another one, Joe Worrell is coming in. Who's coming out? Jaden Anthony. There's a defensive sub for you, isn't it? Goal scoring winger out, centre half in. And he has a nice little neat piece of paper with the tactics written on. Right, throw-in goes short. McLean quakes it in back stick. Duffy's underneath it. They've won it on the edge of the box, Norwich. McLean again. It's foul. That's very clever from McLean. And we're going to tick over 93 by the time this is taken. So, assuming the ball goes dead, this could be Norwich's last chance to score. And it's going in the box, and Angus Gunn is up. Nunes is going to take it right-footed. Who gets first contact on this one? Nunes, it's not a good free kick. And Trafford, good catch. And of course, he's going to roll over. Lay on top of the ball. By the way, I'm not having a go at Trafford. It's just what happens in football, isn't it? And that should do it for Burnley. This will take us over the 94. I don't think there's been much in terms of extra going to go on top of that. And it looks like Burnley are going top of the table and head into 88 points with 4 games to go. Trafford's going to boot this down the ground. All eyes on referee Jones now. We're 20 seconds over the minimum stoppage time. Barnes battling away. He's done well, actually. He's going to break for Sarmiento. He's going to run for the corner, is he? No. Crosses it into the box. Could have run for the corner. We're still going. Norwich just need to boot the ball towards the goal. There you go. Unfortunately, they've booted it out of play. Is that it? There's a whistle. But it's for the throw-in. I think we're all done. I assume the throw-in just gets hurled down the line and the ref blows the whistle now. Perez, pretending he doesn't know what the protocol is and not going to get a ball. Oh, dear. And then, of course, we're going to get 2 on the pitch, aren't we? I'm not having to go at Burnley. All clubs do it, I know. Right, I think the whistle's going to go right now. And indeed, it has. Scott Parker, little double fist bump like that. And well, he might. Because Burnley have won 2-1 against Norwich City. And they have gone top of the table with 88 points and 4 games remaining. What is going to be the magic number this season? 94, 95, 96. I'm getting higher. Remember, Burnley now can prep for the Easter weekend, and we all know what is coming for the Clarets in round 44. But first of all, they've got to go to Watford in round 43, and then it is Sheffield United at Turf Moor in round 44, where if things are still the same, it pretty much becomes a promotion decider, potentially, doesn't it? Wow. A bit disappointed from Norwich in the first half. No Sargent in the starting 11, no Nunes either. And they were cheap goals they gave away, weren't they? Norwich. Hannibal with the first little clip over the top. Could it have been headed away? Defensive line all askew. Easy. Well taken by Hannibal, but easy. And then a silly free kick by McLean given away. Anthony is then charging in. It's put the defence in a horrible position. Shot gets the deflection. In it goes. Norwich were good in the second half, weren't they? Especially for the first 10, 15 minutes of this one. Sargent into the game. Then at that point, Nunes comes in as well. And Norwich, go figure, look way better when their star players are actually on the pitch. I know it's the end of a 3-game week, but it's also the end of a season. And it's also away at Burnley. And you think, give yourself the best chance, get your best players on the pitch. But I don't know the sports science behind all of this. Do I indeed? So there you have it. It ended 2-1. Burnley, of course, seeing it out. They don't get the 30th clean sheet. The goal going in 76 minutes. So they just had to defend that last 15 minutes plus stoppage time in terms of, with there only being one goal in it. And you can make the argument for all the teams at the top that it's in their own hands because we've got that head-to-head. Really, truly, it's only in Leeds' hands, isn't it? Because someone has... So if Leeds win all their games, they know someone's going to drop points. And then Burnley and Sheffield United are both saying, well, if we win all our games, but that's because of that round 44 head-to-head. Unbelievable scenes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And thank you all for your super chats, which I will just pop up on the screen again. Thank you to Lee, Dan, Liam, Liking Trash and Zippy, which got us over the target of 5. And we also got super chats from Andy and Mark, you absolute legends. If you say nice things, like thank you for the stream over the outro, I'll click them all up so you can see them as we go. And I think I'm going to be back tomorrow lunchtime, and we will see how Sheffield United and Leeds respond because they're both going at 12:30. Our game is going to be Plymouth, Sheffield United, and we'll be covering that tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Burnley go back to the top of the EFL Championship table with 4 games for them to play. What will Sheffield United and Leeds do in response tomorrow night? Thank you all for joining me, and it is a lovely over and out. Well done, Burnley. Burnley 2, Norwich 1.